What up, what up, what up? What is happening? Welcome to this Memorial Day live edition of Herb and Two alongside the great Toussaint Warner. My name is Herb Howard. This is where we get together and talk about issues that currently impact the black community. We just learned a brand new black history fact we're going to share with y'all here just in a second. But this is where we get together. We talk about issues currently impacting the black community, talk about how they impact us individually, talk about how they impact us collectively, and along with your help, we talk through these issues in hopes of finding the optimum solutions to overcome said issues. Again, this is Herb and Two. It is intellectual thuggery at its absolute finest. Please make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, and set the alert so you get reminders every single time that the page goes live. My name is Herb. His name is Two. Big Bank Bella is in the building live on the show today. Bank, what's up, girl? How you doing?
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
You ain't got no money for me?
No.
All right. All right. See, hey, I'm gonna stay consistent. You stay consistent. All right. All right. Two, what's the word, good brother? How you feeling, man?
What's up, family? I'm tired, cuz.
Yeah.
I'm tired. This was a full weekend, man. Salute to my oldest child, my boy, the male, the one that carries the name. Graduated high school this weekend, man. So that was a big deal for our family. That's a conversation we can get into further into the conversation because it was a fucking event. The entirety of the days leading up to graduation and the graduation and after the graduation, and yeah, shit was interesting, brother. But you know, salute to my boy, man. He graduated. I'm proud of him. It was a huge accomplishment, specifically for the kind of child that he is. And there's a story that tags along with that. So it's, you know, salute to him.
Hey, salute. Congratulations, bro.
No.
Very, very proud of you. You know what's crazy? I came through Mount Carmel campus. Random as hell. I don't even know why I took that way that morning. And I came through there and I was like, oh, damn, Mount Carmel graduated. And that was my only thought about it. And then I got home and then I saw your post. I was like, oh shit, that was Eric graduation. It wasn't even Mount Carmel. I came through there because I went to, it's a coffee shop, Robust, on 63rd and Woodline. And so I went through there and yeah, Ryan Jackson, you 100% correct. That's exactly what it is. We just learned that. We thought we was going to teach y'all, but Ryan already taught y'all. Beulah, what up? But yeah, I went to the coffee shop and I just came back through that way because they're doing all that traffic and stuff. I mean, all that construction stuff in front of the Y. So I just came back through that Mount Carmel campus, if you will, and I saw that it was a graduation. I just assumed it was Mount Carmel. I didn't know it was Eric's. I would have just pulled over and jumped the fence.
Yeah, man. Well, since we're here, shit, we can ride.
Yeah.
We can rock with it. It was at Carmel. It was interesting, man. They had it on Carmel's football field. Mm-hmm. Diet has about 62 students. So it's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of field, not a lot of students. You know what I mean? But let me tell you how the story started. Because the graduation was Saturday, but the story probably started Thursday. Thursday it probably started. So Thursday, my niece, was it Thursday Peggy came by the house? Yeah, it was Thursday. Friday? Okay, so it started with me Thursday. Right, he was talking all the time like, Dad, I only get 5 tickets or something like that. So you know, he's deciding what family members he can and cannot invite, type of deal. Don't
disrespect Bryn Mawr like that, Ryan.
And,
I went to a phenomenal institution for 3rd grade.
Yeah, so he's just, you know, out of the 5 tickets, he's like, who could go? Mm-hmm. Right. So it wasn't much room for a decision-making process once you get past his immediate family.
Right.
So he wanted to invite my niece. And that was pretty much his grandmama and his aunt. You know what I mean?
That's
of 6 the tickets that he had. You
right.
know what I mean? So then his uncle calls him like, man, what's up, man? Where's my ticket? And I said, man, call him. I don't know. So he's like, all right, if you want to get a ticket, I have to find one to buy from a fellow student. You know what I mean?
One of these orphan.
So the next day he buys a ticket from one of his fellow students, and he gives his uncle the ticket. It's a physical ticket. And I say, well, where's our tickets? Well, I don't have my own tickets. Wait, hold on, slut. You bought a ticket from a classmate,
right,
for an extra ticket,
right.
You've yet to receive your own personal tickets. The math ain't mathing, my J.
Red flags.
Red flags all over the place.
Alarm bells are ringing.
Alarm bells are ringing. The math is not mathing. You hear me? I don't understand the math here. So he tells me, no, I'm gonna get my tickets on the day of graduation.
Right.
On a Saturday, you say? Oh.
At the gate.
At the gate. At the gate you get tickets. How does that work,
We
Playboy?
doing walk-ups, baby.
How that work plan for you, Playboy? So he was like, no, man, I had to take an extra class outside of the regular curriculum, and it wasn't put into the system yet. So my counselor said she's gonna give me my tickets because it wasn't verified that I could graduate.
We don't know if you walking. It's not gonna be a game time decision for you.
It was really that kind of party. But he was like, no, but I knew he took the class.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he was like, no, they're gonna give me my tickets when, I come to the gate.
Yeah,
I accept that with faith.
Sure, let's go.
Because what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna accept it with faith. I don't think nothing of it. Later that night, this is Friday. His
Graduation in 12 hours.
Yeah, his mother comes to me and says, he ain't got no cap and gown. I said, wait, he does it? First of all, this speaks volumes about who we are as parents. I had an epiphany in the moment and I got mad at myself and my wife. Who the fuck are we? We ain't shit parents. That's what it is, period. Like, flat out. And I'm more of she's more of an shit parent than me because I've been dealing with that goddamn school. My mind just don't work like that. I don't think about those things. They call me every 5 days because he's him. So I talk to the school all the time. I'm engaged with the school all the time. The people know me. I'm up there. I have to be. He forces that upon me. But these aren't the particular conversations that I've had. I've had the grades conversation. Sure. I've had is he going to make it? Let's catch up with this, that, and third. But little nuances I hadn't thought about. I didn't think I paid all these damn bills.
That's the man nature, though.
Yeah, I paid all the goddamn bills, and I thought the tickets would have came. I didn't think I had to ask about it.
We think big shit. We don't think the nuts and bolts and all that shit.
Oh,
for the most part. I know some dudes that are like that. I'm just not.
The month of graduation, they had me paying money left and right. So I was up there a lot, right? I didn't think I had to double back and say, I don't need to see the physical tickets. I know I paid for them.
Right.
I paid for everything. You understand me? So when it comes to the 12 hours before graduation, then we don't have physical tickets, nor do we have a physical cap and gown. I'm saying, hey, the math ain't mathing, young sir.
We're graduating in this living room.
Yeah, the math ain't mathing, young sir. So I have a parental moment with a child. And I pull up to the side by myself and I say, hey, now, listen, I'm taking everything in good faith. But it'd be smart for you to tell me the truth here.
Before we get to this goddamn.
Because I know you'll ride this line to the end. You have a history of riding the lie out too far. Don't make this one of those moves.
You gotta stick it out. You gotta see it through, my boy.
No, do not see it through, my boy.
You gotta see it through, my boy.
Do not see it through, my boy. This is not one of the moments where you see it through, my boy. So he was like, nah, Dad, I promise. So I say, hey, man, I'm believing you. I want to believe in you so bad. But don't set me off, brother.
He in the line and shit, just taking his steps up. He, boom, boom, boom.
So what happens, man, is the morning comes and it's only me and him up in the house. He said, Dad, I'm good. I said, what you mean you good? He said, I talked to my counselor. She said, I got my tickets. I said, all right, brother. I still don't believe. I'm just rolling with you. I'm keeping it very calm. You know what I mean? I'm rolling with the shit, but I got to see this. You understand me?
Damn.
So we get up to Mount Carmel, and they pull him in. He gets his cap and gown. He gets his tickets to me. And I was like, damn, he got it.
Well, I'll be damned.
Say it ain't so. So we go through the graduation or whatever, man. His last name is a W, so when they call him, streets. We deep. When he called him, no, I'm actually, it's over it, essentially.
That's what I said. Y'all
he the last 2 or 3 kids, right?
Ain't too many
out of the 67, you know what I mean? So he's 64 or some shit.
Right.
But I had to pee the whole time.
Wow.
So as soon as they called his name, I'm out. I didn't wait till the end of the ceremony. I got to pee, bro. So I ran to the bathroom. And when I'm coming back, the graduation was over, so they're making the processional outside the football field.
Right.
Shit. So he sees me. I'm the first person he sees. Man, the man ran so fast and jumped in my arms and held me so tight and burst out crying.
Damn.
And it fucked me up. Like, I'm tearing up.
Now you crying and shit.
Yeah, I'm tearing. Like, he boo-hoo crying.
Yeah,
it's a big deal for him. You know what I mean? And it fucked me up, bro.
Good.
It really fucked me up. And I was really proud of him. I told him I was proud of him. But it fucked me up to see the emotion that he was emoting. You know what I mean?
Sometimes shit happens to you and you don't realize until it does that it fucking mattered to you. Cause sometimes you can carry it like I don't really give a fuck about
carry
this
it
shit.
like that.
You carry it like that.
Yeah, like I can
and then it happens and it's like, oh shit, this matters to me. I'm emotional about this, and then it just hits you and shit. He probably didn't even know he's ran over there and jumped in. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like that sometimes.
Yeah, it was an interesting experience, bro. Like the man wouldn't let me go. He was hugging me so tight, right?
That's dope. I love that.
It was interesting, bro. I had conflicting thoughts though. Right?
It's also it's the accomplishment, it's the pride, but it's also the fear.
Right.
It's also like that's the not let go part. Like when I let go, it's go time. Like shit is real, and it's like, well, what the fuck? You know what I mean? That's dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah, man. So but I like, and you know my child. He ain't gonna never carry it like that in public.
Nah.
He's so pseudo cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I asked him, I was like, you was nervous when you was like, yeah, man. I was like, you didn't think this was gonna happen, did you? He was like, I didn't. And I was like, man, you can do anything you put your mind to, brother. This is a small step. You know what I mean?
That's part of the nonchalantness too. Sometimes the nonchalant,
it's fear.
I don't give a fuck. It's just fear.
It's fear.
I don't believe that I'm gonna achieve here, so let me just care that I don't give a fuck if I do or not. And ultimately, you find out that you do. But I mean, he is just a cool, nonchalant person anyway. A lot of these kids like that.
I think a lot of them are afraid. And what's wild about it, like, me and you were born in different eras, essentially. Mm-hmm. And it's so many thoughts that I had, though. Like I said, it was 67 kids on that field. They didn't start that class with 67 kids.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it was freshman year, it'd be 400 or something.
Yeah, it wasn't that, but it wasn't 67.
Yeah.
Right? I think the average percentile of graduates in this city specifically is like 40%. Right, so there's a 60% drop off. For whatever school you at.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the CPS numbers.
Right.
Outside of the CPS numbers, I've just been in a lot of conversations this week about the epidemic of illiteracy that's reoccurring specifically in America. But, if America got a cold, our community got cancer.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's really an epidemic, bro. And I'm not going to lie to you, like, watching that graduation, like the valedictorian, the salutatorian, the speeches that the kids gave, they emote. And I'm not saying they can't read.
Sure.
I'm never saying that. I never even thought that. But you know how Chicago works. Chicago got like 4 level 1 schools, and then everybody else is just kind of figure this shit out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And here's the real math for that shit. If you ain't in one of them level 1 schools, most of those other schools produce Chicago public school teachers, which is scary. And again, not that they can't read. I'm not saying I don't know. But what I do know is that, for example, Bella was preparing for a speech she got to give Tuesday, right? Freshman, she's at one of those higher level schools, and she was presenting her speech to me and her cousin like 4 or 5 times, and she's afraid to speak in public. She's going through this process. And I was listening to the confidence, the diction, the thought behind the speech that she wrote in comparison to salutatorian, valedictorian, 4-year accelerated pass where Bella is at.
Right.
It's a world of difference, bro. And it's interesting to think about.
I think that when you see like just the culture and stuff in general, there's a lack of value on intellect. Just in general. And I don't know if it's because I grew up in like gifted classes or honors classes, and then I went to a magnet school. Maybe that's why my experience was different. But it was never like I was never in classes where it was like goofy as hell to know the answer. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't you a lame, you a nerd, you know the answer. You wasn't ashamed to be like, yeah, I know that shit. You know what I'm saying? Where you hear stories like, you think you smart. Like, I ain't never had that experience. It was always cool to know some shit. And I don't see the value on knowing stuff no more. Like, Gardis is here. Gardis is family. We call him Gardis be knowing shit with love and honor and respect because we value fucking intellect. We value knowing shit. And I don't know that there's a particular level of value placed on knowing shit no more, other than who the Instagram model is fucking or who the basketball player. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if there's a value on knowing stuff other than goofy shit.
Yeah, I don't think it is either.
Yeah.
Right? But I think it's a societal conversation. I do not think it's a school conversation.
Yeah, I'm talking about the society as a whole.
Yeah, it's a societal conversation. Man, on the way here, me and Bella was listening to Ice Cube. Today is a good day. She's like, Daddy, why these songs so long? Why y'all songs so long? And I was like, man, it's because y'all can't pay attention past XYZ minutes. They make music for TikTok.
When I think it was 2 Chainz, whatever his last album was, when he said, my album is, I think he said my album like 28 minutes or something like that. And like some cool shit, like, oh, my album, 28 minutes. Like, 28 minutes? How many tracks is it? 13, 14, 15, like, and it's 28 minutes? The attention span is so short. Like, if they can't get it in a 5-second TikTok clip, I'm not going to get it. And it is interesting, man. I hosted an event Saturday in Naperville. And it was a music showcase, and I thought you reminded me of it because one of the performances they did was the Ice Cube thing, and they was cold too. It was a band called The Musician, and so they doing their thing, and they do the Isley Brothers song. You know, the beat from Good Day came from the Isley Brothers, right? And so they do that, and then they transition seamlessly into Cube, and the woman lead singer spit the whole Cube verse, and then they transition right back into the Isley Brothers thing seamlessly. It was raw as hell. I was like, damn, y'all snap for that. Like, for real, it was cold.
But think about that. We don't read.
Right.
We don't read articles. We get our news from headlines, like you said, from TikTok, from, you know what I mean? It's these, all the nuances of the information. It's like, if you don't, if you ever had like a test or something and you didn't get the book, let's say you had a test on some kind of book you had to read or something, and you got the Cliff Notes version of the book or something, right? You can read the entire Cliff Notes, but out of the Cliff Notes you might get the plot, but at the end of the day you miss out on all the nuances. And that's really what the story, that's what the information is, right? When I came in here, Ron was like, man, too, you seen this clip for this new movie they finna put out? It's about the original colonizers and how they took the land from the Indians and da-da-da. He was like, man, they making it like an action pic. You know, there's no knock to Ron. But he showed me the clip, and I was like, man, I've seen this movie 800 times, right? This ain't even a real story. You know what I mean? This ain't even a good story of the lie. You understand what I'm saying? So think about it. If that's the case and it moves the needle, how deep is the truth hidden?
Even the bastardized versions.
Even the bastardized versions are getting worse.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's interesting to think of it like that. Like, they don't even have to hide. You know, they used to say if you want to hide anything from a black person, put it in a book.
Yeah.
Right. Well, one, we got a government now that's talking about erasing books from production.
Yeah.
We got a government that's talking about taking certain books out of literary libraries and schools.
Right.
Right. And then we got a populace that just has no desire to have the information, right? Bueller said intellectualism is legitimately scorned these days. It's cool to be uninformed, unfortunately. And I wonder though, and I've had this conversation, right? We say it's cooler, this, that, and the third, and we get, like, society's just a group of people who agree on an idea.
Right.
Right? So who quantifies or who qualifies what is and isn't cool? You know what I mean? And it's interesting because traditionally, what's cool comes from us.
Right.
Right? And I've argued that the more and more that we assimilate into American society, the worse and worse it's going to get for us. Trump had a rally a couple of days ago, and he had like I guess they was local rappers. I don't know if they local or not, because I don't know what's not local and not what's national now, because I don't pay it that much attention anymore.
Right.
But it was very interesting to see that they were on stage, right? In my private life, you know, I do a lot of consulting for different kind of political figures, and I was in a conversation this past week with a cat that's running for a high governmental position in a different state. And, you know, you in the field, like, they started naming some of the names who they got working on their campaign, and they're people that exceed their state. But they are, you know, the triangle offense of politics.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
So I'm in the conversation, and I'm just like, the fuck you talking to me for? You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. Why? I don't see the value. Well, I'm thinking that. Right? I'm not going to say that because I'm still getting my money.
Right.
I still want to get some money out of this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So we're having a conversation, man, and he's in a red state, and he's a Democrat. You know what I mean? He's a white man, though, a wealthy white man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And my only value in this conversation is you can't talk to black people.
Right.
So you need me to help you with that.
Right.
Consult around that.
I get it.
But in the conversation, I was like, do you all see a path to victory? Like, what could possibly your path to victory? Like, the state has a minimal black populace, and you could leverage that and move through the Democratic primary with that. Mm-hmm. But as far as the general, my math ain't mathing. Now, everybody that runs for office ain't trying to win, though, too, right? That's part of the game. But I was like, do you all see a path to victory? And it's like, yeah, man, we got such and such running each other. One's a Trump or one's not. So we think we could run through the middle and pick up the moderate Republican vote.
Sure.
And I said, man, y'all believe that shit? I didn't say it like that, but are you fucking crazy? Right? We in the era where lifelong Democrats are about to vote for Trump.
Yeah.
Like, committed to.
Yeah.
Like, you think a moderate white man is going to move to this side of the needle without something specific? Do you think you could pick up that moderate white man and that black community with the same conversation?
No, but you cater to each person's fears, right? I mean, that's what politicians do. You find something that people are scared of. Failing schools, crime, homelessness, whatever the fuck. You find something that people are afraid of, and then you let that be your platform. And if they can find what ticks moderate white Republicans and get them to lean the other way, it might work.
Yeah, good luck. I ain't buying it. But it is the conversation around anti-electoralism is scary.
Patai, what up, man?
You know what I mean? Mook, how you feel about that? What do you think about that? You think people have a value in being smart?
Like, is it good to
Your
be
age bracket, yeah. You think they have real value behind knowing stuff, and you think they seek out information?
certain kids? Because I was saying the other day, like, certain kids in my class cannot read at a kindergarten level, but then there's certain kids in my class who want to read, and they read for themselves. Like, it's not just, oh, it's an assigned book for school. Like, I read outside of school. Most kids don't. So I guess it just depends on, like, the person.
But is it valued as a collective? You know what I mean? Like, not the individual student, right? That's cool that some students going to do their thing and some not. But how it's looked at by the majority, is it like, oh, that's cool that you like to read? Or it's like, motherfucker over here reading books and shit?
I guess not.
Not cool?
I guess so.
What you use your inside voice. I mean, outside voice. What is this demure ass fake?
Stop looking at yourself on the camera.
Keep
That's
looking
the
at
problem.
the damn camera. We're having a conversation right here. You was talking cash shit for that camera came up. Be who you are.
I don't.
Can't stop looking at herself.
Like, can't stop looking at a little vain Negro.
No, but, like, I don't know. Because some kids are different. Like, I've never found it corny to be smart. But I do get, not bullied, but I do be getting clowned on for reading.
Yeah, see, that wasn't my experience growing up. They used to do they even still do them fucking, like, book challenge things? Where you used to get, like, a fucking...
A paper and you gotta sign off each book you read?
Yeah, it was like that.
Log.
But they used to give us a Pizza Hut thing. You could get a personal pan pizza
like
from...
after you finish the sheet, like you get a reward. No, they don't do that. But we still, like, read books collectively in class, but, like, most of the time it'd be like an audio book reading it to us or something like that.
Really?
Like, the teachers don't even read to us no more.
Damn.
Think about that, how technology infuses into that.
Today we
Makes you
reading.
stupid.
Listen.
Now listen, and I will make this argument though,
That's
right? When
nuts.
you do the real math, right? Like, I think it's like 17% of the world is literate. I didn't say illiterate. I said 17% of the world is literate.
All right, 83.
The world is literate.
83 don't make... Ain't that baseline.
Ain't that baseline, right? So I'm not saying that that's the quantifier for intellect, right?
Sure.
I often reference the point that, you know, we 2 generations away from slavery, right? I don't know what age my grandmother stopped school or started school for that matter, You know what I mean?
You'd be hard pressed to find somebody that went past 6th grade, because by the time you was 12 years old, you had way more responsibility.
You might, if you get into the real details, you might be hard pressed to find somebody who got to 6th grade. You know, started school anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you.
But that does not take away from her intellect. That does not take away from the intellect of the elders, right? But I was listening to this this podcast, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's all about how the brain works, right? It's a whole series on how the brain works.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? They talked about the brain being broken up into 2 different pieces.
Yeah, the booking program.
2 different polarities, one emotional, one intellectual, and how all of life, the way you live life, either increases or decreases the power in which that portion of the brain emotes. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. So they was talking about how the influence of the less work you do, the less information you receive or retain. Right. So when you moving back to the audio book being read, right? Yeah, you might get the story, but your brain isn't working at the same level as when you actually reading the book.
Yeah.
And it could go to the same thing for how you do work, right? The actual builder might be really picking up more information on just life than the guy who's at the computer all day.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's just a very different experience. And they talk about how the more and more the digital space becomes an assistant to life, the dumber and dumber we get, which is not like no, ooh, you done made a revelation here.
No.
You know what I mean? But we think about that from the adult phases. Like we in the AI stage right now, right? We've given credence to the AI is doing what we can't do. When in all AI is really doing is compiling what we've done.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But you get 2 generations away, really 1 generation away. It's the same conversation around slavery, right? When you think about the end of slavery, we had 280 something years of one population not having to do anything. So you free the slaves, or the slaves free themselves.
Right.
And if you had 280 years of not having to do something, that generation don't know how to do nothing.
Don't know how to do nothing.
Right. So what did they do? Because the black populace was really just intellectually superior.
Right.
Right.
And clearly physically superior.
Clearly, right? So what did they do? They had to enforce power through the lens of fear.
Sure.
Now we're going to take your towns. Now we're going to kill you. Now we're going to burn this to the ground so that you can still remain in servitude to us, because all we have to offer is violence.
We know y'all superhumans. Not only naturally, which is why we came to get y'all in the first place, but then we brought y'all here and we made y'all into even more superhumans. That's why the Black American experiment is different than any other. You made superhumans. You don't get motherfuckers like LeBron James and Shaquille O'Neal without fucking slavery.
Science project.
You know what I'm saying? You are breeding these superhumans. And then not only do you breed them superhumans like naturally they DNA and shit, they genetics, but then you make them do superhuman shit. Richard Pryor was joking like, boy, put that tree on your back and walk across that river, like type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't fuck with that once they free. So now you have to put everything in place, because you know that Michael Clark Duncan is his size and he's way fucking smarter than you. What are we gonna do to deal with that shit?
And we get it good.
Okay? Yep. We needed that when we can control his ass and tell him what to do. Now we don't have that. We better figure out another way to be able to do that, because this shit'll get ugly for us in a hurry.
Yeah, man, it's frightening though, bro.
And it's worked.
It's frightening though, and like Bella said, she just said out of her mouth, some of the kids in my class read at the 1st grade level. She's at one of the top tier high schools in the city of Chicago.
Yeah.
That's some shit to say out your mouth.
Man, so Bella, for those of y'all who do like find value in intellect, who do like to read, who do like to have high level conversations, what's it like for y'all to just be able to live in your honesty, live in your truth? Like, no, I'm gonna be fucking smart. I'm not gonna act stupid with you motherfuckers. Even though you know you said that the joke's gonna come, a little ridicule gonna come, whatever. But how do you find it, you know, in yourself to be like, man, I can fucking read. I can fucking read.
Well, especially in my 7th period, I have human geography. In that class, that's one of my favorite classes, but I don't really care about the jokes, because like at the end of the day, the conversations we be having, they be sounding so slow. It's just so fun to prove my point, and they be like, wow, like you know something. And I be like, yes, I do. Like, I be learning from my daddy, I ain't gonna lie. I be taking his knowledge, but I be teaching my teacher sometimes, and it just feel good. Like I don't really care about the jokes because I'm smarter than you, so. That's
what's up. You stay that way. You
fucking stay that way. I don't know that lady, but she be pushing her to be, she obviously took a liking to Bella. She pushing her to do all kind of, extra shit. So that's one of the perks of having information. You know what I mean? It opens doors. That's the truth. But I think the question you posed was an interesting one, right? Like, how do they feel about these, like, the in-depth conversations? And the question is like, what would we consider in-depth? You know what I mean? What would the barbershop consider in-depth? It ain't just a high school thing. You understand?
And man, I'm so disappointed.
If we go past sports, if we go past hip-hop, and I ain't talking about high school, I'm talking about the regular interactions with adult human beings.
Sure. Oh, very low level conversation.
If we go past hip hop and sports on the male end and hip hop and reality TV on the female end, where do we get to?
Yeah, by and large, it's very low level conversations. Fortunately, that's not my experience, right? So I don't want to say this like a personal testimony because it's not my experience. My circle is different. I know some motherfuckers that can read. And so even if we at the bar, we having a higher level conversation than look at Shorty in the skirt. We definitely saw Shorty in the skirt. And we watched the game too, but we having some other conversations around that. So that ain't my personal experience, but I know for sure that society at large, it ain't getting much past surface. And I don't know if the goal is for me to combat that or just to continue to build with people who can read. That's going to be the name of this show, people who can read.
People who can read, right. I think we're in these epidemic phases, though, right? Can you create a critical mass of people who can read?
Right.
You know what I mean? And then even back to that brain podcast I was watching, right? They talk about how it's this kind of new construct around slavery, and it's through like influence, right? And you become subjugated by the thought of losing out on an opportunity for doing whatever you think might be right in any circumstance.
Right.
If I step outside the confines or the bounds of whatever lines have been drawn.
Right.
Right. If I step out these bounds or these confines of whatever lines have been drawn, will I be punished? Will, like Bella said, I don't care if they ridicule me, I can read. But be clear, that is not a behavior set that just stayed with you in high school. You know what I mean?
Right.
Part of that experience with my son, bringing down the tears and him playing a nonchalant role, is because he's comfortable within the bounds of how the rest of the group sees me.
Right, what the expectation
What the expectation is, right? That ain't even your truth. Because if it was your truth, then you wouldn't have had that response to getting past that stage.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But you played in that space for the last 4 years because
it's a defense
that's
mechanism.
where you found comfort.
Yeah,
You know what
exactly.
I mean? And that doesn't get away from you, right? So we in a space and place where, here's a reality, right? Because it's graduation week. Their grandmother came to the house, you know what I mean? And her grandmother had asked me a few questions about, she always goes into the Republican Democrat shit. I think people feel comfort in having that conversation with me, but I don't rock with that shit.
Right.
And then because who I am, some people I placate, some people I challenge.
Right.
Right? Sometimes I don't want to have these conversations because I know where you at. That's why.
Right.
This is going to be circular.
Why are we doing this?
Right? But I find value in challenging her.
Sure.
You understand? I get a kick out of it. You know what I mean? So she got to talking that Trump shit, and I just was like, I don't rock with your stance on that. Not that I'm rocking with Trump. You know what I mean? And she's not rocking with Trump either, but it's like this, the Antichrist versus, this beacon of light and hope. No, my nigga.
I don't see that.
I don't see that.
Right.
You know
in either candidate.
I don't see it at all. And she said something that was like, well, you choose. I said, so again, this is how I always kick it off. Right? I always kick it off with like the compassionate, like I care about what you're saying, but I really don't. Right? I do it on purpose.
You gotta reel them in.
It's a strategy. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, I'm legitimately thinking about voting third party. Oh, that's just a vote for Trump.
That's just a vote for Trump.
And I respond, no, that's a vote for the future of my children. I don't believe in what you believe in. And if I think we keep playing the game in the way that you and your generation played it, then I seal the deal.
Results.
Right, I seal the deal for the fate of my children. I don't believe in that philosophy. And then, because of not being able to step outside the confines of that box, she spews the same rhetoric of the machine has been giving her for, X amount of years, that if you give this vote to this person, it's a vote for this person. No. The goal, the ask here in a democratic society is to vote for what I believe.
Right.
Not vote for the winner.
No.
Vote for what I believe. And if you consistently believe in that winning has more value than what you believe, then you're going to always lose.
Here's the thing, man. Most people, and I'm sure it's tied to the intellect conversation that we were having. Most people are uncomfortable standing in opposition of the majority opinion. And intellectual people aren't. Because you critically thinking things out for yourself. You did whatever homework or research you felt you needed to do to arrive at whatever conclusion you arrived at. And so therefore you don't have any problem standing on it and defending it against whatever in the face of a million motherfuckers. I don't care. This is what I believe in, and I can stand on that. Most people, because they don't have the intellect, they don't have the confidence, and so they just go with the fucking crowd. And then when you don't, it's very, very easy for them to feel like, okay, I'm a part of the winning team. You're stupid. You're stupid. You don't even know why the fuck you just said what you said. You don't know why you believe what you believe. You just know most people believe that shit. I don't have no problem with it, man, standing in the face of opposition. Your boy, Caleb Williams, struggled last week at Bears practices OTAs, right? Everybody go crazy about it. Oh, he struggled. He looked bad. Of course he looks bad.
Week 1?
Yeah, it's his first time stepping on the NFL practice field, and the Bears defense is going to be really, really good. They was fucking him up, and they was letting him know. Jalen Johnson and all them, they loud as fuck. Get that shit out of here, pick, bum ass nigga. They talking gas shit. What? They going ham. Jalen like, hey, we gonna get his ass raised. That's all I can tell you. But it's gonna be a road, Jack. So anyway, my point in all that is, these are all the same people. Reporters, fans, all that shit. They've been all Caleb the whole time. I was always like, just keep Justin and build the fucking team. You'll be fine. Everybody like, you crazy. I'm the only one with this fucking opinion that, whatever. And so now, Shorty struggles, y'all go crazy. I'm like, what the fuck? That don't even make sense, G. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make sense that y'all behave the way y'all do, but when you don't even know why you thought this in the first place, it becomes real easy for you to look fucking stupid in short order.
But it does make sense, cuz, and that's part of the conversation, right? We live in a microwave society, right? So Bueller says intellectualism is the ability to synthesize a variety of data points in order to develop unique ideas, right? So essentially, information and thought is being smart is just the ability to operate within analytical thought, right? But when you're in that microwave society, right, it's this instant gratification kind of construct. So you just said the Bears gonna have an amazing defense this year.
Yeah.
I don't know what Caleb Williams is today.
Sure.
But I guarantee you this: by the time the season starts, he's gonna be different just cause he's playing against that.
He's gonna be 10 times better just because
he's playing against that defense, right? But that's the process, right? That's the process of reading. That's the process of working out. That's the process of challenging yourself in general. But in the microwave society, we become comfortable with this conversation we had a couple weeks ago. We become comfortable with the failure, don't want to do the work, except now change the goal to the failure.
Yeah.
Accept me here, because the work part of this shit takes too much.
It's also not understanding the big picture. Shorty won the Heisman in college. Wonderful. I think he's a phenomenal prospect. I think he's going to have a really good career. But you thought he was going to come in here and win the NFL MVP this year. You drunk as fuck. That's not how this works, G.
But again, it's all microwave, right? I have this argument with my child even around sport, and his sport is basketball. And he always goes to the data points. Look at these people's stats. Not understanding that the game is different. And the game is different because the powers that be want a different outcome.
Yeah.
Right? And in getting that different outcome, you weaken the actual skill set of the player.
Somebody lost the game this weekend and shot 49 threes. 49 threes. Reggie Miller is one of the popular commentators now. If you don't know Reggie Miller, that's your fault. Reggie Miller is talking about one of the dudes from the Wolves, I think the Naz Reid, hit like 8 out of 9 threes in one of the games the other day. He was on fire. And just hearing Reggie Miller, like, damn, he's 7 or 8 from 3. I just had a moment in that was like crazy. Here is one of the greatest shooters to ever fucking breathe oxygen. And I don't know if I ever saw Reggie Miller hit 8 threes in a game. Because the game wasn't like that.
It wasn't like that.
He was going to hit 3 or 4. 5 or 6 if you go crazy. But this idea,
If you shot 8, they sit you
that's what I'm
down.
saying. Like it wasn't like that. So these dudes shot 49 threes. Like it's a different game.
But think about the message behind that, though, right? The qualifiers and the changing of the construct. My son will die on that hill. I've heard you say it. These are more skilled players. Maybe so, but through what lens? Against what odds, right? If I'm shooting buckets, if I'm shooting free throws, percentages are always higher than shooting from the field for most people who can shoot the free throw.
Sure.
Because ain't nobody got a fucking hand in your face.
Yeah, better
Right?
be.
But the odds is different, right? There's nothing challenging you.
Right.
But in life, there's most times going to be something challenging you. So what can you do against the opposition, against the challenge?
In the face of
In the
resistance.
face of resistance.
Right.
Right? And from a people that's at the bottom of the social economic totem pole, your life is a uphill battle. All of this shit is in the face of resistance. And if you have this kind of concept that you don't have to deal with any opposition, then you're going to always be at the bottom of that hill.
Yeah, but some people don't embrace resistance. Or some people, I don't even say embrace it. I don't even know if that's the word I want to use. Some people just don't rise to the challenge of it.
Surely.
And it's like, bruh, and like you said, the powers that be want it that way, right? They wanted to take the resistance out of scoring the basketball. So no hand checking. Can't have this type of zone defense. Can't be like all these different things because I want to take away all the resistance. I want Luka to score 70 today. You know what I'm saying? And you see 7, 8 dudes drop 60 every year. It's like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some once in a whatever type shit. Now, every week somebody drops 60. And it's like, nah. Ain't no. And so if I'm 24 years old, then it becomes easy for me to conclude that Damian Lillard must be better than Michael Jordan. He has to be because he scored 70 twice this week. And Mike never scored 70. But the game was different, G. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but it's that. When I was young, man, I read this book by Nathan McCall called "Makes Me Want to Holler," and I'm a young kid. I'm probably younger than Bella. You know what I mean? And I'm from one of them neighborhoods where we were still physically fighting in the midst of like gun violence becoming a real thing in Chicago, right? And I had like, I don't know, maybe like 3 or 4 people in the neighborhood, and they were all older than me, you know, about 3, 4 years, but at 13, 14, 15, 3 years is a whole lot, 4 years is a whole lot. And we always find ourselves in confrontation, right? And I was getting my ass whipped a lot because 4 years is a big difference.
you win some,
You know
you
what I'm
lose
saying?
some.
Yeah, 4 years is a big difference, you know what I mean? But it was just part and parcel for the neighborhood I grew up in, you know what I mean? The next day we back rocking.
Yeah.
Right? But it was interesting in this book by Nathan McCall. I read this and I wasn't having this experience in real life. I was just angry. I'm gonna fuck this nigga up when I see him in the mall.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was that kind of energy.
Right.
You know what I mean? But in the book by Nathan McCall, and this is a grown man giving an account of his childhood and, you know, his rites of passages or whatever. And he talked about how the older boys in the neighborhood always would fuck him up. But as he got older, he started to understand that was, again, part of how the community embraced him. Right. We fucking you up to a point, but only to make you tougher so that you can't get fucked up outside of here. Right. The oppositional
We know what
part
we
of
breed
that,
here.
We know what we breed here. The oppositional part of that is it's iron sharpens iron.
Sure.
It's what makes you or creates the ability for you to navigate the rest of this journey.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it happens in a multitude of ways. Right, it happens. It used to happen through rap music, through the information it was spewed. Right, it challenged you to find out more about you. Right. It used to happen in the neighborhood with Nathan McCall's or Twans or Fonz's for me.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Man, it don't happen no more, and we're breeding a society of very, very soft, timid, demure people who are going to have to accept some form of slavery.
But that's why we had so much pride in being from 95th or being from over East, like, because it meant something. And it meant something as you were going through it. You know what I'm saying? And it meant something to the people who had already went through it. And so if you are going to come up here and you're going to go out here in the world and you're going to tell people I'm from over East, you are not going to be a bitch. And we're going to make sure of that. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be, you know what I'm saying? Now some people take the long way home because you want to avoid them or you want to avoid them. I'm not finna keep walking around the whole motherfucking South Shore to avoid this block or that block. We're gonna fight. You're gonna win some and you're gonna lose some. But you gonna know when you see me that I'm gonna look you right in your motherfucking eye. I ain't gonna be like, you know, it's part of growing up. And you do the same thing with teams. When you a fucking senior and the freshmen come in, bruh,
You gotta earn that spot.
you gotta earn it, especially if you're gonna be nice. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're gonna be a good player. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, you a freshman, and you're gonna play varsity? Well, you need to help us, and we need to make sure you're ready.
Under that freshman versus varsity, what's up with Minnesota, brother?
I'm disappointed in Ant-Man, G. I'm very disappointed.
I wonder, right?
I've been a big fan on Ant.
I'm not taking nothing away from Ant. I wonder, is this the narrative of the NBA playing out in a way like a telenovela?
What you mean?
Like, cause Ant ain't even showing up in a lot of ways.
It's weird, G.
Right? And we got to be honest, right? Love Kyrie, but this is going to be Luka's championship to lose.
Yeah, hey, Luka, when he hit that game winner in game 2 on Rudy Gobert, step back 3, he was so turned up, G. I've never really been a big Luka fan. I respected his game, whatever. He get to his spots, he gonna get his shots up, whatever. But when he hit that game winning 3 and the fucking fire and emotion that came out of him, I was like, yo, he hit that 3 in Gobert's face and he was like, motherfucker. He said, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I was like, I rewinded so many times to see what he said. He's like, are you fucking kidding me? Y'all gonna switch off and leave this nigga one-on-one on this island? Go the fuck home.
So listen to what I'm telling you, though. Right? I'm saying something different here, though.
Okay.
Right? I'm saying it's the same conversation me and you had about Caitlin and Angel Reese.
Sure.
And I'm saying that this shit is all scripted.
Okay, that's
right?
cool.
And that's peep game, right? So I ain't watched none of the games like that. Like last night, I caught a glimpse of them.
I didn't see a second of it last night.
Cigar shop, I mean, right? But Luka has a running clip meme after every game now, or some shit you just said, this new emotion shit. Like, I'm tough Luka now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a storyline brewing here.
Okay.
They're writing the narrative for this new white man superhero.
Hey, okay.
Right?
All right.
Right? Kyrie has kind of been under the microscope of hypocrisy for the last, 5 years now?
Yeah.
Right? It's this redemption story for Kyrie.
That's goofy shit, too.
Kinda. Right?
Even when they talk about Kyrie game, it's so I keep hearing them preps. I'm hearing Stephen A. Smith. I'm hearing Michael Wilbon, who I got a ton of respect for. But they saying goofy shit like, man, when Kyrie is just focused on basketball, when Kyrie don't have all this crazy shit going outside the court, he is a fucking dominant player, the likes of which we ain't seen. It's like, what wild shit did Kyrie have going on off the court other than saying this some fuck shit?
But again, all the world's a stage and every actor plays its part. I'm watching this shit happen in front of our face. Ant-Man for the entirety of this season has been Ant-Man.
Going nuts.
Up against this white man, Ant-Man has decided he's going to take a vacation. Right? In our faces, this is happening. Right?
Yeah.
Now, simultaneously, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are having their own experience in the WNBA.
Uh-huh.
And it's a new narrative being shaped. I told you it's the black-white shit, right?
Uh-huh.
You got Caitlin being ostracized and shunned by her own teammates.
Uh-huh.
Angel Reese kicking ass.
Yeah.
Right? Caitlin's the number 1 pick. Right? Angel Reese is not far behind that, but the story was Caitlin.
For sure.
Right? Now they're building up the black character to be oppositional now even more, right? Like you got the picture of Angel Reese on the floor with the
scowl on,
You know what I'm saying? You got Angel Reese getting stolen the other day. And
Shorty chokeslammed
the shit out of her, right?
That was OC as hell.
But even how the narratives get worked, I don't know the girl's name who chokeslammed her,
right.
But there's a meme of her circulating the internets where she turns into Draymond Green at the end of the meme.
That's
right?
good.
It's good.
That's good.
It's good, but it's how the narratives work, right? Caitlin's being ostracized by her own team. They showing the hard fouls on her too, because she's catching them. She's catching some hard fouls too, right? But it's interesting that they're making her the villain and Angel Reese the hero. It's very interesting.
I feel you on that. But I think, at least in the short term, Angel's game was more set up to succeed in the short term in the NBA. Caitlin They like generational talent. We never seen this shit before. Cool. What she ain't never seen is these grown ass women that can hoop. Okay? They not bullshitting with you. They not doing everything they can to get you open. The entire NCAA ain't vested in your success, right? Cool. WNBA already got you here. They done sold all the motherfucking tickets. It's cool. Go hoop now. And them women are not bullshitting. She coming off screens like, sit your goof ass down. She gonna have to learn to deal with that. I think she will. I think she'll navigate it and be okay. But
this is the beginning. This chapter 1.
Yeah.
She's definitely gonna learn. But the story's gonna change in the process too. They're gonna learn not to do that. That's gonna stop. You understand me? Just like one of the things, people say they want about Gilbert Arenas, but Gilbert Arenas is a goddamn savant around that goddamn game of basketball. Right? And they was having a conversation around basketball, and they was talking about the Lukas, the Porzingises, and the European players.
Yeah.
And Gary was saying, man, get that shit out of here. If we played defense, none of them would exist. And I tend to believe you.
yeah, I'm trying to get caught up in the extremities of what people are saying and understand the message they're trying to get. I get what he's saying. I think he's being very extreme that none of them would exist.
But again, that's not the narrative.
Right.
The NBA wants a global game.
Right.
The NBA definitely wants a white superstar.
Sure.
You understand? They've tried so hard for a very long time. You understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
They need that to sell tickets because look at Caitlyn.
I was watching clips of Jason Williams, white Jason Williams, the other day, and all I could say was, fuck two.
That's fine. Say it how you want. You know what I mean? You don't see none of them clips of Skip to Malou because they just sit your ass home doing that shit. Think about it. Think about who Skip to Malou is in the motherfucking
Street
park
ball.
game.
Yeah.
Think about who Skip to Malou was in the NBA game.
Not that.
Not that at all. Not that. It's not that. He wouldn't even do that shit.
No.
He couldn't do that shit. He would never dare. It was like Reggie Miller shooting 10 threes. Sit your monkey ass down. You're not playing ever again on this floor. Not ever. I don't want to see none of that flashy shit. Jay Williams, though. Oh my God, did you still throw the pass with his elbow? Do it again, Jason.
Yes, do it again.
Fuck out of here.
He was cold.
Fuck out of here.
He was cold.
Yeah, it's like Eminem being the best rapper. Fuck out of here.
Hey, now that's what's funny. I swear to God, it's true too. The clip I was watching, the background music was
See what I mean?
Oh, shit.
They set it up for you.
Shit. Oh, that's funny, but it's
Super
true.
white man.
Ouch! I just locked something in my chest, man.
Damn.
Ouch!
They don't have no heart attack on camera.
I'm not having a heart attack. Something just locked in my damn chest, dude. I'm trying to get it unlocked. Bella, it's summertime in Chicago. What you got planned? What you looking forward to about summertime in Chicago? Now that you're a mid-teenager, what are you looking forward to about summertime, Shy?
Working. I'm ready to start making
Hey, I'm over here,
money.
kid.
I'm ready to start making some money with Lakeisha Gray Sewell.
Hey.
And what's that with Lakeisha Gray Sewell? What's the name of that?
Girls Like Me project.
Right.
And hanging with my friend.
How many friends you got? Because you were very intentional about not putting that S in there.
I have 3 friends.
That's solid. I ain't gonna hold you.
Who are
But-
the 3?
Casey, Anaya, and Jaden.
Oh, I wanted to make sure. You can't leave my boy Jay out.
Well, I have those are my best friends. But I have friends that I talk to outside of school sometimes. But
That TV over there drives you crazy.
She can't help it.
You just drive you crazy.
She can't help it.
I just gotta know what I look like.
She love herself. She just.
I love myself.
Yes, no.
But I'm excited for the summer.
You got any concerns about summertime as a teenage girl? You got any concerns about summertime, Shy?
Not for me personally, because I don't like to do a lot of stuff teenagers like to do. Like, I do not like parties.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been to a party, but I know I'm not gonna like it.
Okay.
Homecoming was a party.
I didn't like it. Well, I liked homecoming, but after that, it was just all bad. I don't know. I feel like not really, because I don't be in that type of stuff. But for other kids, yeah, because it was 80 degrees 2 weeks ago, and a whole bunch of kids went downtown. Day one, and they already fighting. Somebody got their shirt ripped off. Cops was everywhere, and I know 8th graders that was down there doing that, and I'm just like, They was fighting everything.
So what you do for fun then? And on some summertime shit. I know you say you looking forward to your job so you can get some money. I am looking forward to that too, bank. Let's go. Let's get it, baby. Definitely looking forward to you having some bread. But what about fun? You don't like the party? That's cool. I didn't never think that you would be some big party hopper. But what do you like to do?
I like going to the lake, like a lot. I like water, so I'll go to the lake, ride my bike to the lake by myself, sit out there.
That's dope.
I really like doing too much stuff. I be with Miss Keisha the whole summer anyway, so I don't have no other option but to be with Miss Keisha. So.
Oh, that's what's up though. That's what's up.
The other option but to be with Miss Keisha.
No, I want the money, so I'm gonna be with Miss Keisha every chance I get.
Well, promote what you all do with Miss Keisha. Say something about Girls Like Me. What do y'all do?
At Girls Like Me, we do a lot of stuff. We do a lot of self-improvement stuff. We do like, one day we had a spa day. We made like our own like bath bombs and stuff.
That's what's up.
We go on trips. We went to New Orleans. We went to LA. She talked about taking us to Africa, but she's been talking about that for some time, so I don't really know about that.
That takes some doing to put together, but yeah. I'm sure she will.
We go to Navy Pier. We did the boat tours. We be having Sankofa nights, so like we invite everybody in the community. We just have food and stuff.
What did you all do in New Orleans?
Oh, we went to the Essence Fest.
So what'd you do though? What'd you do at the Essence Fest?
We walked around. We met a lot of people. I met Issa Rae.
I love Issa Rae, G.
I can't stand Issa Rae.
I love Issa Rae.
All right, so you can't stand nobody. I love Issa Rae, G.
Can't stand it.
She fine. But she like that grow on you fine though. She ain't like soon as you see her, like, oh, that's a foul. But she just, because of her personality and like her style's a little weird. But she fine and she funny.
I don't have anything personal against Issa Rae. Mm-hmm. I can't stand what Issa Rae stands for.
What you mean?
I mean that a lot of Africans get to come to our country, wear our culture like a cape, sell it back to us, and then don't have any real affinity for it or any support for it, right? All of the Issa Rae's career is predicated on African American culture and stories, right? But at the core, if you start to learn and read more about Issa Rae, there's this level of distinction between her real belief system and what she's predicating and selling.
Okay.
That shit bothers me. And it's like white people in a lot of ways that they put on like black cultural concepts like capes, wear them, abuse them, soak all the life out of them, and then go be African at home.
I didn't even know she was African.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I see her and I think she's funny and cool. And I see some of her speeches and award speeches and acceptances, and I just like what she be talking about. But I didn't know she. I thought she was from like Baltimore. I don't know.
Right. But so the little boy who played Fred Hampton was African. The guy who played Martin Luther King was African. And when you pull back the layers, and I'm not even mad at them, right? But who are their heroes, sheroes? What are their stories? Specifically, when you're not just even acting. Right. You wrote whatever that story is.
Yeah.
Right?
What's the name of her show?
Awkward Black Girl was the one that got her there. Insecure is the one.
I ain't even seen Awkward Black Girl. But okay, yeah, Insecure. It's
called Love also.
There's one called Love too, you say? Yeah. I ain't never seen the Awkward and I ain't seen the Love. I only seen Insecure. And I only watched that like recently. And I enjoyed it. It was actually good.
Yeah, and it's no knock to the art, right? But even in the one that got her there, Awkward Black Girl, it's an internet kind of show that propelled her to celebrity. And like she's in the part of that is like trying to find her confidence. That's the story. Mm-hmm. So she has created this alter ego character where she goes home to her bathroom every day and raps like gangster rap.
Yeah.
To herself in the bathroom.
That was a part of the Insecure thing?
Awkward Black Girl is
it's a spin-off of that. Okay, got it.
But if you get to her story, African dignitary parents went to like UCLA or USC or some shit. Like you ain't had this, I got to rap on the streets, bathroom kind of experience.
Sure.
But it's the one you was able to sell. And I'm not knocking it. Again, I'm not knocking it. But again, you go back home and you're Sudanese, or it's like Chicago, y'all. Let's keep it a bean, right? Right. You knew from you actually
From ATL.
right. Knew, right? From ATL, right? But think about the influence in media from Africans leveraging African American stories, leveraging African American art. Afro beats is a spinoff of rap music, right? We live in a very diverse city. It's a segregated city, but everybody's here, right? It just so happens I was up in what's the shit at the end of Lakeshore Drive? Was it Elmhurst? Not Elmhurst. What was that shit?
Evanston.
So instead of coming back through Lakeshore Drive, though, I took some of the blocks and I got to like Howard and shit. I just ain't been on Howard in such a fucking long time. I was like, damn, this they shit.
Yeah.
And it's very different than our shit. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
And it's a distinction that you can visually see. Right? Most people don't even, most of us, specifically South and West Side, well, some of the West Side, because they engage up there. South Side people do not engage up on Howard. Right? So we don't make those clear distinctions between African and African American culture and existence.
Yeah.
But just going up there, you'd be like, this is some different shit.
Different shit, man.
This is some different shit.
Chicago is like that, man. I had one of my favorite South Side, West Side interactions I've ever had in my life recently, man. I was at the bar, and my homegirl who bartended up there, she wasn't bartending, she was in there chilling. And so I go up to her, I'm like, yo, what's up with these shots, right? Because she's just ignorant. Anyway, shots is her shit. She crazy. But anyway, I'm talking shit to her, like, what's up with these shots? So we can have a little shot war and shit, right? She in there with two of her homies, right? Some dudes and some women too. But as soon as I said to her, both of the niggas like, what? What you say? I said, first of all, whatever I said to her. Now, what the fuck are you two niggas talking about? I thought you said shots. Nigga, I did say shots. You know what I'm saying? So I said, look, don't y'all bring this motherfucker Po Fred's energy up here. She also works at a bar out west called Po Fred's.
Po Fred's?
Po Fred's, yeah.
I would never go in there.
I've been there once.
Never want to be associated.
Yeah, I've been there once. It's cool. Shout out to Po Fred's. Shout out to my home grade Donnie. But as soon as these niggas started talking, I said, this some West Side shit right here. I said, don't y'all bring that fucking Po Fred's energy up in Red Pepper, motherfucker. You said shots. I said, all right. You niggas want to have shots? Nigga, you can't drink with us? Ooh. Hey, bartender, give him 4 shots. I said, I don't want to do 4 shots, brother. Like, I just don't feel like doing that. See, this nigga can't. Okay, fine.
So now you guys take on
I'm gullible. I'm easy.
I'm stupid though.
I'm dumb. So I grab each shot. Bang, 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 bang. Just stand him in his face. So he like, fuck. I was like, now give him 4 shots, please. Except I just don't yell like you two niggas. I just talk. We right here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, but give him 4 shots too, right? So now you got all kinds of excuses and shit. Oh man, shut the fuck up, man. We had a real good South Side, West Side back and forth to the point that a woman that was sitting around us, she like, y'all okay? Like don't. I'm like, this is just how black men talk, baby. We all right. She like, girl, he must be hungry. He like, girl, we cool. We just ain't nothing going on. But to watch it probably seemed like it was. But
I've been in one West Side lounge my whole life. It was a lounge called Caroline's.
Caroline's?
And I met this random girl at the art bar.
Oh,
time,
shit.
Right? So the first time I get up with her, we at Caroline's because she from out west or somewhere.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Brother, you know I don't even drink. Right? That woman, this is a true story. That woman got so drunk, brother. She was probably drunk before I got there. I wasn't there long. Right? And we was going to the bar. Somebody was walking to the bar because she was getting another drink.
Oh, shit.
Gee, she drunk the drink and fell out on the floor. Gee, I stepped right over and walked out the door.
Oh, my God.
It was BAM! Okay.
I wish this wasn't live so I could take that off. What is wrong with you, man?
Oh, God.
Something's wrong with his ass. He crazy,
well,
man.
Get out the door, like, back out south I go.
Tyron Luda ass.
Tyron Luda ass. Hey, Anna, like.
I always call that the Tyron Luda, even though it happened to him.
Yeah,
if I just say the AI, it can be a number of things.
It can be a number of things.
But if I say Tyron Luda, that's the only thing you ever think about.
Yeah, I definitely AI Tyronn Lue though ass. It was
That's
crazy.
fucked up. Because Tyronn Lue had like a decent 10-year NBA career, and he's had a pretty good coaching career
Great coach
thereafter.
career too, yeah, but he's known for getting stepped over.
He's always going to be known, most famously, for being stepped over by AI in the corner. Damn.
Yeah, man. Walk right over her ass and never to be seen again.
Damn. Let's get up out of here, man. Happy Memorial Day. What y'all got on the Memorial Day? Where these plates at? Where these grills at?
What a vegan barbecue.
All y'all popped in here saying, what's up, family? What's up, family? What's up, family?
Who putting the Impossible Burger
Where
on the
these
grill?
grills at? You heard? I'm about to be outside, man. Shout out to Moore's Beer. They got an activation that's actually going on right now, 12 to 4 at Sophie. Shout out to Jay Illa and Joe College. They got a situation going on up at Behind the Culture Club on 71st. What else have I got? All the other stuff I'm doing is private. But yeah,
I'm gonna try to stop by the Moore's joint.
yeah, I'm gonna swing through and just for a second say what's up. They premiering a new beer. So I'm gonna see what's to it. But yeah, y'all, what's up on these barbecues, man? Y'all know we've been on our vegan stuff. It's funny too, man. We should be doing a better job at documenting this shit. Cause it'd be funny as hell we be in here doing, man. We be in the middle of the show, P beat and ordered some motherfucking plastic hot dogs. Hey, what did y'all call the pizza?
Herb ordered a booger pizza.
A sloppy booger
It
pizza?
was a slime pizza. This shit was terrible. And I ate like 3 pieces because I was starving. Oh, every bite was like, this is disgusting.
That's hilarious. Q said we training later today.
Yeah, that's very true.
Who training later today?
I was at the gym yesterday, Q. I got my work in yesterday. Today I'm resting.
Nope. I'm gonna go by those 2 public events. I'm gonna hit a couple private events, and that'll be my day. I'll see y'all here tomorrow in the studio.
I ain't in the streets. I was in the streets this weekend, though, man. I ain't been in the streets for real.
You texted me last night. I said this must be somebody else's phone.
Yeah, I text you late.
I said, what the fuck? Everybody was texting my phone yesterday like, you coming outside? Well, I know where you at? Where you? I didn't. I was in the crib, man. I ain't do shit.
Man, I was in Fulton Market. They had a little rooftop party in Fulton Market. I mean, I know what Fulton Market is, but it was one of them kind of spots that isn't really developed out.
Right.
But it was a rooftop. It was fly. It was some fly shit. I didn't know it existed. It was some cool shit.
No, it's a bunch of nice little shit up in there, man. You know where to look and where to go. It's a bunch of nice shit. It was shit popping off all over the city yesterday, man. It's summertime shot. It's gonna be shit popping off all over the city every day from now till.
It is, but it ain't. It
What
don't
you mean?
feel like summertime, like when you think about how deep we are really into the conversation, right? Like, when's the house picnic? Like, it's around the corner. Like, that's a week.
Yeah, but I mean, Labor Day always kick shit off though.
But it don't even feel
Memorial
like
Day,
the
I'm
energy
sorry.
yet for me for some reason. Like, maybe it's because we don't have the High Park Fest no more. Maybe because we ain't gonna have the Silver Room. Maybe I'm thinking about it in that capacity. But even with, I know the house picnic is like first. I just don't feel the energy right now. Maybe it's me.
So for me, summertime shot is less about those cornerstone events and just more about the day-to-day energy of the city. I look forward to those events. I think definitely pillars of the summer. But it's just more about the everyday energy. Like, what's going on today? Whether it could be front porch, back porch, chilling at the park, hitting the lake, whatever. It's that kind of shit that I like. Just riding with your window down type shit.
Yeah, that's real.
Is what I like about the summertime shot, even more so than the those mainstay events. Although I do love those things and look forward to them. They keep getting more and more expensive though, and that's priced out a couple of them. Priced out Silver Room, priced out High Park Fest, and House Picnic. I heard the tickets is like $90, $110, something like that right now. And it just keeps getting more and more. I don't know, pricey.
Chicago's getting more and more pricey.
Yeah.
You're not invited to the party.
I'm grilling swordfish and tuna steaks. Okay. Yeah, Ryan say he grilling swordfish and tuna steaks. I just want to see a fucking swordfish on the grill. Text me, Ryan. I'm pulling up. I just want to see it. I ain't eating no animals right now, but I want to see it. But talking about what that veggie burger. Not. Damn, man. Y'all not supporting us on this, man.
At all.
Y'all are not supporting us. A lot of people came through here. We had the vegan food. Everybody banged it. Everybody was super charged about it. Like, that was fire.
I took some of my out-of-town homies to La
Cantina?
and we went there with the purpose of eating vegan.
Yeah.
Them niggas got there, ate everything but
Everything but
and then like, let me taste a little bit of yours.
Let me taste a little bit.
You cowards.
It's good, man. It's good. They got a lot of good vegan options. I was telling y'all that I tried some shit called Green Bites yesterday. There's a thing called Green Bites. You can order it and go pick it up, whatever. But anyway, one of the things they have is these vegan options is vegan heralds. They call it Verals. And I had it yesterday, and that's all I'll say. I had it yesterday. Yeah. The journey continues, man. I will say it's going good, man. In terms of some of the goals and markers I'm looking for, it's going good. So continue to follow us on that journey. We got a lot of more behind the scenes exclusive stuff that's going to be coming out through the Patreon. So if you are not an official dirtbag, you should be. You should be an official dirtbag. Shout out to Ron. Shout out to P doing the hard work behind the camera. Shout out to E4. Oh, just
Ty
tipped
said
in
we need
here.
to do a Herb and Two Fest. I do agree with that.
That's 100%, and we are going to do it.
We need to do a podcast fest or something like that in the city, man. We need to create something different. We do have to ride out the little momentum we got from the meet and greet. And just because I think we got to do stuff like that to kind of more establish ourselves in the construct of the geography of the city.
Yeah, not even that. And I don't want to do too much on-air producing about the shit.
Yeah.
But we do need to do a Herb. We do. We do need to have a Herb and Two Fest, and whether or not we get to one this summer or not, we are going to get that done. Vegan food is worse than regular food. All the chemicals they put in those vegetables. Let's do it. Ryan Jackson, I'm going to have you talk to the plant-based African about that. You are not correct, sir. My skin clearing up like a motherfucker. My weight going down. It's working out. It's working out. Anyway, man, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to E4 just came here. I think she brought gifts. What y'all over there eating? That's crazy. That's nuts.
What was it?
I got y'all some vegan oatmeal.
Ice cream and balls.
Oh, yeah?
You was eating balls, huh? You was eating some balls.
From Lily Pad?
You said that with so much.
If y'all don't know, E4O has a luxury ice cream company. They can come up to your events. Wherever you having, they can come. They can have the vendor. They can have the stands there. Really, really good products. Great ice cream. Healthy products, Ryan. Fresh, real fruits. Fresh, real fruits.
The ground and trees.
But nah, man. Lily Pads is what it's called. And y'all need to get in tune with that for the summer. Find out what Lily Pads is going to be. Or bring Lily Pads directly to you. Thanks for bringing something through. Y'all finna steal theirs or something. But anyway, we got to go. Bella. Big Bang Bella. Came through and hung out and said a few words and mostly looked at herself, but it's okay. Thanks for coming through, niece. We appreciate you. Have a good summer and make some money. And then next time I see you, I don't want to hear this. I don't got no money shit. You just got done telling me for an hour how you can't wait to get all this money for the summer.
Cause I gotta save my money.
Wow, that's crazy. We out, man. For two, I'm Herb. Y'all be good to each other. Peace.
Assalamu alaikum.